Hello there, I'm Mike with this week's new and trending AI tools you cannot afford to miss. If you watch the channel regularly, you might notice my backdrop is different. As I'm not in my studio this week, I'm traveling through the month of December. Already been to Australia, presently I'm in Bali, where it's a little bit wet, but very pleasant and warm. Coming up at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about O1, the new launch from OpenAI, who are doing 12 days of OpenAI leading up to Christmas. We'll also look at a new no-code tool that I've just gained access to, and could it be a replacement for all the others I've spoken about, like Cursor, Lovable, Windsurf, and so on. We'll test it out later in the video. But first and foremost, so many people have been raving about the update to Cursor 0.43, which brings AI agent-like abilities to your ability to make apps with absolutely no code and just the English language. Now, I'm doing an AI advent calendar every single day for the month of December in my premium section of the Creator Magic community. Founding member rates are still available if you use the link down below to join the Creator Magic community. Without further ado, I'm going to hop in and give you a preview of day one from the Advent calendar. That was earlier in this week when I played with the new Cursor 0.43 update, found out the new abilities, demonstrated some of them, and also added a new feature to my ongoing Comment Genie app that assists me with AI to respond to YouTube comments. Let's watch the replay of that video for my premium members now. Hello there, premium members. It's Mike here, and I thought I'd do something fun for the month of December in the premium section, a kind of AI advent calendar. So all the ideas that are in my brain that I'm thinking about or working on or are one-day ideas, I'm just going to throw a different idea out every day, and hopefully you'll find something behind the door of each calendar inside the premium section that maybe sparks an idea in you. I know you're busy, so I wanted to keep these videos to 5 minutes or less so we can just get the idea out there. Anyway, today's advent calendar behind the door is the 0.43 update to Cursor and the Composer UI, the agent that does all the no-code stuff for you, and it's actually really cool. I wanted to sort of cut through the hype and show you what I'm enjoying with my Comment Genie app. It's a cool app that sort of helps YouTubers and creators to respond to their comments. I actually did a video about it on the YouTube channel you may have seen, and I got it here running in the background on my local machine. So let's first of all look at this first little feature, which I think is cool. It's got a great way of showing you what it's changing in the code, so things are less confusing. They also changed the hotkey. I used to say Command-Shift-I. That no longer works. You have to hit Command and I, and then you get Cursor Composer. So say, for instance, if we look at Comment Genie, I've already worked on making it a little more mobile responsive and a little more friendly to work with. But say, for instance, I want to make a change to this, and maybe instead of just one regenerate button, I want to add another option. So we got regenerate, but I also want to maybe regenerate a joke or something like that, so I can have a more jokey reply. So I'll just say to Cursor Composer, I'd like another button next to regenerate on each comment that will regenerate in a comedy way. So I have two options. One, regenerate, and two, regenerate with comedy. So I can kind of be funny. I'll say you can use a lol emoji on this button. Change this and nothing else, because I'm always worried that it's going to change other parts of the code. So we're going to see how the inline diffs work. But another really cool thing that it's got here is it's got a composer that can pick its own context. So depending on what job you give it, it will choose the best composer to do the job. So it's got different agents working under the hood. We'll see that in a moment. Generation of commit messages, I'll show you that too. Something else I really wanted to show you is this @recommended. So it's actually, it's using semantic search to look across your whole code and try and decide which files in your code it should apply it to. So it's really cool. So actually, I know it should be the front end because that's what we need to change here in Comment Genie. But say I go at recommended, you see it's right here at the top, and let's click into it. No available options. Now you see it loads up, and it gives semantic scores. And look, it's already figured out that it should be changing the code on my dashboard. How clever is that? And then you can go down, and then there's roadmap, there's my backend there going on. So actually, it's already sussed out on the recommended tab. This is new in 0.43 that it's dashboard. So I'll tag the dashboard. Now I can hit enter, and you can watch how this works. So obviously, we're doing this in real time. It's going through, it's editing the code, and now this is where it's showing me the inline diffs. So it's already showing in the dashboard. It's added the extra button. Now it's changing some more code, and very soon, yep, there's the diffs. So that's all the new code there to regenerate a humorous reply. Regenerate with lol, that's really good. I'll just check, because I'm not sure about this. Do we need to add something to at backend to make that funny reply prompt for the AI? Just want to check this. I'll actually accept those changes so far, because I can always roll them back. That's another cool feature of Cursor. You can actually click checkout if you didn't like the changes, and it will roll your changes back. But let's just roll this and just see. It might say, oh yes, you're absolutely right. Yes, we should modify generate AI reply, of course, because if I get the button on the front end and click it, the back end's not going to know it needs to regenerate a funny reply. So let's wait for this to all be done, and then we'll publish it. And we're heading on the 5-minute mark for today's video, so I will save you time. And there are the inline diffs, which I think are really cool. Accept all. Okay, and that should be actually added now to my app. All I should need to do is hit refresh, and boom. Okay, yeah, it hasn't actually updated in the app, which is interesting. I probably need to go ahead and restart and rebuild my Docker. So let me see if I can do that. Let's do Docker compose down. It's stopping. Give it a moment. This one might be a little bit longer than the other day videos. There we go. Okay, Docker compose up -d --build to make sure it rebuilds the app. There it goes. Okay, it says it's done. Let's refresh. And boom, there we go. Regenerate with lol. That's cool, isn't it? So, okay, so this is just one comment that came in today. Superb stuff. Keep growing. Thank you so much for your kind words and support. It means the world to me. Now I can click regenerate. And again, it just gives me a slight variation on that. Regenerate. And sometimes it comes up with the same stuff because I'm using Grok under the hood here. But let's try regenerate with lol now. Actually, that looks very similar, so it has not actually taken that into account. It's not done. Glad you're enjoying the content. I'll keep working hard to bring you more. Let me just try one more prompt, okay? Sorry, I'm keeping you extra time today for the Advent Calendar Day 1, and let's say regenerate with lol not working. Please make sure it triggers a funny prompt for AI. And this time, because it didn't work first time, I'm going to tag at codebase, which again, this is not a 0.43 update. This has been around for a while. It's just like, just look at all my files and update the ones that need updating. This is kind of the nuclear option, if you like, inside Cursor Composer. Okay, so it's looking. We need to update regenerate reply. Okay, it seems like maybe it didn't do that before. And yeah, it's done. Okay, accept all. And then again, I'm just going to Docker compose down, restart my app one more time, and we'll see if it works. I'd really love this to work. And then that's a new feature. And then I can have formal replies and funny replies inside Comment Genie. Okay, and then rebuild the app. There it goes. Let's refresh and let's try again. Regenerate with lol. Thanks for fueling my ego. Now I'm expecting a celebratory cake delivery at my doorstep any minute. So there you go, pretty cool stuff. Now if you'd like an actionable AI idea just like that every single day in a 5-minute video from me, join the premium section of the Creator Magic community. Founding member rates are still available if you use the link down below. Let's move on to Pythagora. Now this has been spoken about throughout the year and many people getting early access. I've just been dropped access and a great tutorial on how to set up and essentially build my own app with a front end, the back end, and the database all in one tool that works inside VS Code. Let's take a brief look at how the tool works. Okay, let's get started with Pythagora. I'm in VS Code, I'm going to extensions, and I'm searching for Pythagora, which will come up here, and I'm looking for Pythagora v1 Early Access, which I'll now go ahead and install. Okay, while we wait for the Pythagora extension to download and install, I'm going to use the brand new O1 model from OpenAI that's only just launched. So the first part of my prompt is I want to make an app that I can enter any YouTube URL, it'll download all the comments from that video and use AI to analyze them and find ideas for new videos. Next up, I'm going to put 3 dashes in and add some extra info. Pythagora have been really good with their information, and they've actually given some example prompting here, which I'm going to copy into my OpenAI O1 prompt. I'm then going to put another 3 dashes and go back to this document that they've shared, and this is a high-level prompt that they say works really well with Pythagora. So again, copying that and say this is an example prompt, and we'll paste that in and run the whole thing with O1. Okay, and here it goes, making the whole plan, and it's really given me quite a significant amount of detail here, and you'll see now this new feature, it's actually flashed up to say that that is now complete. It's given me an MVP that will take a YouTube URL as input, fetch all the comments and store them, use AI to generate ideas for new videos based on those insights, and display those suggestions and maintain a history of videos. Okay, now everything seems to be up and running. Let's create a new app, and for this we're going to go back to ChatGPT O1 and copy the brief. Okay, we've got options here, but Node seems to be the one, so I've clicked that, and now we can call the project what we want. We'll call it Comment Genie Pro. Now we need to initialize Git, and then we need to describe the app we want to build, so this is where we paste in the prompt generated by ChatGPT O1. I'll click Send. Now Pythagora's agents are getting to work running this project, starting with the front-end agent setting things up. As we wait for this to all be generated, if we go to the Explorer and open this tab here, you'll see it's actually already set up a bunch of stuff, including the client, and along with Node modules installed already. It's got a server for the back end, and it's doing all of this for me automatically. That's an incredible amount of files generated with just one prompt. Okay, and look at this. It has fired up a web browser, and it's going to show me how the software looks so far. Wow, this is incredible. Comment Genie Pro, home, history, the chance to paste in a YouTube URL. This is incredible. Okay, once everything's done with the front end, I can say, yes, it looks great. I'm done building the UI, and it will switch over and say, yes, let's build the back end. So now that we've done the front end, it's working just as a developer would. It's calling on the back end agent who's writing the spec there and making everything work. Look at all these different agents, the spec writer, the architect, they're all working in tandem to make my app awesome. Now here we can see the architect agent is going back and forth with the tech lead agent discussing how they're going to make this app work. And now all those agents finish working together, it's saying open the progress tab and edit anything that needs changing. And here we can see we've got implement YouTube video analysis functionality, we've got create a history feature, and also integrate authentication. If it does those 3 things, I'll be super impressed. I'm just going to say I'm done editing, the plan looks good. And then we'll authorize task 1. So we can see the developer agent is thinking about how to implement the task it's just been assigned. The code monkey is updating various bits of code. Let's input that YouTube URL and analyze it. Okay, you can see we've got an error here. Send LLM request is not defined. It's time to move on to task 2, which is implementing the LLM integration. So it's doing each thing step by step. And as you can see up here, it's going through step by step to break down each task into little chunks. It's already done the thing where it works with the YouTube API to get the comments. Now it's integrating the LLM to analyze the comments. Okay, it's firing up the app again. Let's grab another YouTube video from my channel, the AI deals that I did a week ago. We'll paste in that YouTube URL, analyze the video. Not only is it pulled in the thumbnail, it's also analyzed the comments and given me a broad overview and some new content ideas as well. Let's go back over here and grab this video URL. And again, we'll test it again by going home, pasting in the URL, and clicking Analyze Video. And within moments we got this video in, it gives me a broad overview again, and again, based on the comments I had on the video, brand new content ideas. So there you go. Now I can go back to Pythagora and say everything works and continue the progress. It'll next go on to build the database and also implement any error handling in the future. But I think that so far this is incredible from one single prompt and going back and forward. Now don't be deceived. I've cut this video down into edited chunks. I was going back and forth with Pythagora for the best part of an hour to get it to the stage where you can actually input a YouTube URL, get back the live comments, and get them analyzed by AI. But I think working with AI agents is definitely the future of creating apps with absolutely no code. Exciting times, and Pythagora is definitely worth signing up for early access if you haven't done so already. Oh, and by the way, I really hope you like how I'm looking. I'm actually using my HeyGen virtual avatar to do this part of the video. And finally, just to wrap up, yes, you might have seen me use O1, not O1 Preview or O1 Mini. Yes, OpenAI just launched O1, which is even more powerful. Essentially, if you're starting a project and you want to get a really detailed brief, which is so important when you're building stuff with no code, use O1 from OpenAI. As Sam Altman has mentioned, most people on the $20 a month plan or the free plan of ChatGPT will be absolutely fine, and some will consider Pro at $200 a month. But most use cases won't need it. Now, I know there's going to be so many new announcements over the next month, and I'm going to do my best to keep you up to date with the AI tools that matter. So make sure, if you haven't done so already, like and subscribe to my channel for more stuff just like this. And by the way, YouTube is showing a video up on your screen right now that you should probably watch next.